Alright guys, hey. So for second one we're going to talk about social structure. It's the way society is organized into different parts in society to help us understand the causes of social problems, right? So you gotta think of social structure like a house, right? That's how I think of it. That's just easy for me, right? You have your institutions, right? Your roles, your social groups, and your statuses, right? So first off, you have your statuses, right? You have your scribe, your master status, and your chief status. So you can be a doctor, you can be male, you can be left-handed. Those are all statuses, right? Now, institutions are, we obviously know, Jamie will all tell us that it's a pattern in human behavior, right? So it's like family, religion, economy, politics, and all that kind of stuff, right? But the newer institutions are science, mass media, sports, military, and medicine. Those are all brand new ones, right? Now, with rules, they're your rights and obligations and expectations, right? So your social groups are, you have your primary and secondary social groups. Your primary is like your primary is what you put into your house, right? So like with your social groups, your primary, so what do you put in your house, right? You put your family and your friends, and it's very when you're outside in your house, right? Like when you're in your house, you're very informal, you're just calm, right? But your secondary social group is like you might have like your employer, your employees, that kind of stuff. So an informal would be like someone in the government too, that just someone you wouldn't really have in your house, right? That's the why I like to refer to the house. So we're gonna go over it again. So remember, for the house, you have your institutions, your rules, your social groups, and your statuses, right? Now, for the social groups, right, you have your primary and your secondary, right? Your primary is someone now who do you put in your house? You put your friends and your family, right? And you're not really formal in your house, right? So by secondary, you're formal, right? Like you don't go to the store in your boxers. I mean, some of you might, but I mean, you know what I mean? You don't go to work in your boxers, right? So your employer and your employees are your formal, and that's your secondary. Alright, guys, we'll move on.